So there is good news out there. Laws that are being enacted are saving lives. There's actually data that has just recently come out. I was just reading an article on teenage driving and the fact about texting laws. So some states have enacted primary texting laws, which means that officers can actually pull someone over if they see them texting or being distracted behind the wheel. And then they have secondary laws, which if you're being pulled over for something else and they see that you were on the cell phone using it, then they can write you a ticket for that. The study that just recently came out studied a 10-year period with these laws, and it showed that fatalities for drivers 16 to 19 years old, which are our teens, are actually down 29% in states that have this as a primary law, where they can get pulled over by having the phone in their hand or being distracted, and then went down to 20% in states where it's a secondary law. So that's pretty impressive, because laws aren't going to be the only thing that actually change this, and this is what the article spoke to a little bit as well. We are going to need to have enforcement of those laws. Some areas in Louisiana, they enforce laws very strictly, and then others do not. And so, we need to make sure that the enforcement is there. And then the very, very important third component is that parents are educating their kids and leading by example. So making sure that you're not being distracted when you're in the car, you're not texting, you're not on the cell phone, just have a total prohibition of cell phone use in the vehicle, and that will trickle down to your children. And this is very similar to what happened, back in the 80s and 90s and 2000s with the seatbelt campaign. So that basically, it took a generation of education to get people to wear seatbelts, and now seatbelt usage is very high. And then on the other side of that is the drinking and driving. So drinking and driving campaigns became, now it's extremely frowned upon, and it has been for a long time. But when those laws were first enacted, it was not. It was actually, people were upset that they couldn't have a drink in the car. I actually remember sitting in the Louisiana legislature when they were banning some of the last laws on that. And it was when the driver could not be drinking alcohol, but all the passengers in the car could be. And I remember hearing some of the arguments on that. And it has definitely made our roads a lot safer that there is no alcohol in cars now. So I just wanted to bring you that update. I think it's a very fantastic finding. And, it shows that good parenting and good laws and good law enforcement can lead to saving kids' lives. So Seth Smiley with the Smiley Law Firm here for another edition of Parents of Teen Drivers Facebook group. Thank you.